Just for today, I invite you to take some time for yourself. It is so easy to get caught up, to get lost in the mundane, just going to work and running errands and taking care of everyone. It just gets to be overwhelming sometimes. And I know for myself, I got to a point where I felt so lost and so lonely. And on this road to self-love, radical self-love, you have to allow yourself time for you because you're worthy and you deserve that. Even if it's just 5 minutes, I want you to do that for yourself. If you have the chance to be able to do something you really enjoy, I highly suggest you do that. Even when I'm out in nature and I'm walking and stuff, I will catch myself so often just wanting to capture that moment. So I'm taking so many photos and doing so many recordings. In a way, it's taking away from being present. So I have to mentally say, you need to be aware. You need to also be in this moment, because that's how I connect to myself and to God, to Source. That is my time where I can recharge and feel good again and just really think and just process everything. So today I invite you to have some self-love time, and I would like you to join me for a cup of tea. So come on, grab your tea, your coffee, whatever you want to drink, and let's chat. Today I'm drinking an herbal tea. It's an organic African nectar. It's really good. I just put a little bit of stevia in there. Oh, I have a whole story to go with this too, by the way. So when my dad was alive, he was very sick, and I would often, he was in the hospital so many times, it was just too much to remember. I mean, I can't even count how many times he was in the hospital. So to help me process with always going to see him, I would always stop in the gift shop on the way from, meeting with the doctors or seeing him, because it was a very difficult time for me. I always went by myself. I don't know if you're like me, but I don't want to be a burden on anyone. So I will never ask someone to help me with something or do something for me. And I'm just learning to be more open to receiving. And I still have that big problem with asking someone to help me for something because, like I say, I don't want to be a burden on someone. So, poured you a cup just in case you don't have one. But these little beautiful cups, tea set, not sure how many I have because I store the other ones away. But I got that one time I went to go see my dad. And when I came back down, I went in the gift shop and they were sitting in the window. And it just really spoke to me because I love fleur-de-lis and it's just so dainty. And at the time I was overweight and I didn't feel dainty. I didn't feel pretty. I felt, ugh. And this just really, I don't know, it spoke to me. So I got it. And I rarely use it. It sits there on my hutch behind me. I do use it sometime, but not as often as I should. Just putting a little liquid stevia in my tea. And it's like so often I didn't want to deal with emotions. I didn't want to feel all this. So I would never talk about my dad or anything. I would just like stuff it down, not today, not today. I would stuff it down. Just keep pushing it down, not facing anything. Well, today, just for today, I'm gonna talk about it. And it is often hard to go through the healing process. For me, it's been what I call painfully beautiful, because the healing part, the going through it, letting those feelings surface and emerge, it's very painful. And at the time you're going through it, it feels like that you can't get through it, you know? It feels like you can't breathe. It feels like you're suffocating. My dad suffered with a mental illness, and you know, when I would talk to the doctors and all his health problems, it was just really, really hard for me. And you know, to go it alone. Okay, so I don't do like dainty. I'm probably drinking my tea wrong in the dainty cup, no pinky. But oh, that's so good. It's like a little bit of sweetness with the stevia, just perfect. So my dad was very quiet, like me, kept everything to himself. So I didn't really know my dad. I got to know my dad through reading his journal after he passed away. He was in a nursing home because he had so many health problems. He would have seizures, and he was on dialysis. So, you know, that's where he lived, and I would go visit him. And it was a very awkward visit because we never really talked. Because, like I said, I'm quiet, he's quiet. So it's like, I don't know, maybe just my being there for him helped him. I mean, what he had to say in his journal was beautiful. That he really wanted to get to know me, you know, my sister, really get to know his children, my brother who passed away. But it's so easy to suffocate those feelings and not face them. But once you do, for me, facing those feelings like I've been doing recently, I tell you, I feel like a whole different person. I really do. And it's amazing. And I just feel this weight lifted off of me. And I often get emotional when I talk about this, because wow, what type of person have I been for, you know, I'm 55 years old, and I just recently started sharing all this, I want to say, maybe towards the end of last year, some stuff, but not to the extent of what I'm sharing now, what I'm releasing now. And just be able to release, even if, you know, just on camera, that I'm releasing this. You know, sometimes I have my phone turned this way, so I don't actually see myself. But right now, for Instagram, I have it turned vertical. So I can see myself. So it's like I'm having a conversation with myself at this time. But when I do these videos, it's for you, because I want to help you. And just sharing my journey to radical self-love. Because there was a time that I did not like myself. I would, you know, just feel disgusted with myself. I didn't even go shopping. I hated clothing shopping. I didn't want to see myself in the mirror. And I still have trouble when I go clothing shopping, shopping for clothes, because, you know, the mirror, not the mirror, that thing, but the lighting. Oh my gosh, it is so terrible. And you see your reflection, you're like, this can't be me. I don't look like this. Even now when I go shopping, I was like, I don't like it. I don't feel that way at home, but when I'm in a department store and I see those, you know, the mirrors and the lighting, I'm like, no. But I think it is good to release what you've been holding in for so long, because I feel that it's going to open doors. And it has for me. I mean, I've done some interviews. I've been interviewed, I should say, by 3 people. And that was an experience. And I was scared. I was even scared to do this video. So I knew that I had to do it because I want to face my fears. And I hope this isn't too long for IGTV. What am I at right now? 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So I don't know how long it can be for IGTV. But today I really want you to try to take some time for yourself, even if it's just going in the bathroom for a few minutes, just to think, to gather your thoughts. Because you need that time. Because I was so lost. I was just so lost, really lost. I didn't know who I was. I didn't love myself. I loved my children. I did everything for them, for my family. Probably didn't do enough for my husband because my kids came first when it shouldn't be that way. It's just that my mother was never there for me. She never did anything for me. I grew up with a mother that told me she didn't love me. So that's one of the reasons I never ever ask for help for anyone, because when a parent doesn't love you, it's like, wow, I'm not worthy of anything. My own mother doesn't love me. I'm not worthy of her love, And it takes something away from you. But I have forgiven my mom, and she's in heaven. Now I have to get signs from my mom, butterflies, monarch butterflies, which she had a, not obsession, but she was fascinated by them. And sometime I'll get signs from my dad too, which is the butterflies. So just remember to take time for you, and thank you for joining me. Have an amazing day and drink up. It's good for your health.